Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, perfect.
Great.
Okay, so we should start now. Okay, so this is my little interview with my friend Jess. How are
Oh,
you, Jess?
I'm great. Thanks, Jeremy.
Jess, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and where you come from?
Yeah, sure. I live here in the States. I just moved to Washington, D.C., former New Yorker. Yes, pandemic, no problem. So I'm in D.C. I'm 36. I've been at Zola for 7 years now. I work on the vendor experience team with Jeremy, who's new to the team, and we're already enjoying him. Yeah, and I'm so happy to take part in this interview.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. So, Jess, it's just going to be brief questions. I just want to let you know that this unit was all about the brain and neuroplasticity and neuroscience, a lot of specific terms, but easy questions are going to be asked through this interview. So, the first question will be, what interesting things do you know about the brain?
Okay, well, for all those viewers out there, I did warn Jeremy that I don't know much about the brain, so this will be more entertaining than it will be educational. But I know that brain matter decreases with age. I know from watching medical shows that if you were to crack your head open and touch the brain, you wouldn't be able to feel it. And that's about it.
No, that's actually perfect because we
Okay.
learned a lot of things in this unit about the brain, but those were things that I personally didn't
Okay,
know, didn't have
great.
any idea of that. And I'm pretty sure that you have heard many times the expression that we only use 10% of our brain
Mhm.
energy and all of that. What are your thoughts on this?
I have to agree only because I want it to be true. I'm still waiting to access my superpowers. If I think hard enough, I'll be able to like move something across the room or just take off and fly. So I want it to be true. So I'm going to say it's true.
I'm not gonna reveal the myth or to say that it's true or not, so you
No.
can keep your believing.
Okay, thank you.
And can you name other possible maybe uh, certain things that you have heard about the brain? Maybe size, structure.
Um, I heard that I know there's some myth out there where it weighs a certain amount, but I don't remember. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like when you talk to people, then say that I have a big brain. Do you believe that's
Yeah.
true?
Oh, yeah. No, big brain, forget
No, it
it.
ain't. It surely ain't. And how good do you think your memory is?
I think it is absolutely terrible. Thanks for asking. I wish I would have spent more time nourishing that and working on brain exercises when I was younger, but I didn't.
Yeah, I always envy the people that do Sudoku and all of those types of things. I think about the word Sudoku and it is tiring for me.
It's hard.
Yeah. And what do you do to usually get like your brain or your memory in shape? Any routines that you have, Jess?
So when I was younger, like college, I would use note cards to train myself. And then when I was in my 20s, I had a Nintendo DS and I had the Brain Age game and I loved that.
I love
Now,
that game.
yeah, it's so fun, right?
Yeah.
I don't have my DS anymore, but if I did, yeah. But now that we're in our 30s, I've been downloading games, but then like I'll lay in bed at night and download them, but then I don't play them.
Yeah.
So it's like my intentions are there.
Yeah, I was like trying to play crosswords and get all the levels, but I just got to a level where I got stuck and I never touched the game again.
Yeah, because it's not fun.
And I'm pretty sure that you have heard also about certain type of people with brain benefits, maybe the left-handed and right-handed discourse, always the fight. Do you think that these misconceptions are maybe facts or?
So based on the very little knowledge that I have, it makes sense to me. I think it could be true. You've got left-handed and right-handed or right-sided, and there's a creative side and a math side. And when people are better at one, they say that they're that side of the brain. So is it
Yeah.
true?
Yeah, it isn't. I'm sorry. I'm
Okay, it's
sorry.
fine. It's okay.
But I love that. I mean, someone had to be smart as hell to think about that. I mean, like if you're left-handed and you have for example, mathematical side of the brain, then that means that you're way more intelligent. That's
Right.
way bright. And how do you feel about multitasking, Jess? In our everyday life, I feel like we gotta multitask.
Yes, absolutely. I feel like I'm great at it. I don't know. I love to like compliment women any chance I get, but I feel like women, just my experience with men, like I just think women are sorry, are better at it. But I just make lists. My lists are my life. And so that's how I make sure that I can do all the things.
Yeah, that's actually great. I love that. And could you give me an example, for example, of the inevitable things that you multitask every single day? Maybe with kids, when you have kids at home, you have to be a multitasker.
Yes, I don't have kids. God bless. No plan in the near future. Just FYI for the viewers out there. Um, you know, I would say that, well, for work, we're always multitasking and I just have all my tabs open and I just switch between my tabs. So that's how I stay straight there, or Slack to my Slack channels. It's pinging right now as I'm talking to you. And then I would say at home, like I'll be like texting, but also cooking, but also talking to my fiance, Greg. And I think I do a pretty good job of that, whereas he does not. So I can teach him a few things.
Love that texting and cooking thing.
Yeah.
We all do.
Right.
And just thinking can be strong and we can fool ourselves into thinking and into believing that everything is good even when things are not. Can you tell us more maybe about a time where being positive just helped you and conditioned your brain?
Yes, I think for me and for a lot of people, maybe most people, being positive is second nature. It's kind of like a survival instinct. We have to hope for the best. Otherwise, we're not going to, we'll fall into a depression. So it's something that I always try to do. And then I think it's not like a super specific example, but anytime I go to the doctors and have some kind of tests done, you have to hope for the best. Otherwise, while you're waiting for those results to come back, you're
Yes.
losing your mind. So
Yeah.
that's a good example.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. And I truly, truly will start doing the same
Good.
because whenever I got to the doctor, I prioritize the worst. But yeah, we gotta make it.
And that's like that's like a defense mechanism, but you gotta, yeah, it's just much easier if you think positive,
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah, obviously. And the last question will be just any advice you will give to people for taking care of the brain or the memory.
Yes. Treat it like all the organs in your body and treat it well. So exercise and eat right and get plenty of sleep.
And the meditation. I love
Meditation.
meditation with Daisha
Geisha.
yesterday.
Yes.
It was so,
I love
so
it
refreshing.
too.
Oh
Yes.
my God.
Glad you like it.
Yeah. Jess, I would like to thank you so, so much for helping me with this. And anything else that you would like to say?
No, this was really fun. Thanks for having me. I'm happy to help with the school project anytime. We can do this again. My Fridays are open. So just book
Yay.
me whenever.
Yay. Thank you very much for all of the viewers right there, and goodbye.
Bye, Jeremy. Thanks.